Hello again, Professor Ward. My name is Nathan Wood. I will be speaking on behalf of Group 10, which consists of myself, Natalie Curran, Joseph Klimschot, and Erin McGinley. We are here with our final presentation on The Wire, the gondola service, and so we're going to go ahead and present to you about our digital marketing plan. As I mentioned, The Wire is a mass transportation service that will utilize gondolas in order to make commuters' lives a bit easier and traffic-free. The idea of The Wire is to kind of ease that traffic clutter in the morning for your morning commute and also offer a bit of personal space that you wouldn't get in other forms of public transit. We want to be able to expand The Wire's marketing push into all social media platforms. Currently, The Wire is kind of lagging. On Twitter, they have 326 followers, and on Facebook, only 1,243 likes on their pages. However, as you'll see here, on Instagram and LinkedIn, they actually have no digital presence at all. There are no profiles that we were able to find. We want to expand on The Wire's social presence to cover all four of these platforms. We want to be able to expand and build upon the foundation that they've set through Twitter and Facebook, but also into new realms with Instagram and LinkedIn. We plan to do this by allocating the $100,000 campaign budget across different forms of social media that we've listed above and target those in the Seattle area. We plan to expand our Facebook and Twitter following, but also create new profiles and start from the bottom and advertise on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. So we've chosen Seattle as our best fit city, and a few reasons for that. They've got a little bit of a mass transit system already with their trains picking up people every 6 to 15 minutes. Additionally, there's 40-minute travel from the airport to downtown if you're just traveling by train. They do have a bus and a monorail system as well. A couple important notes about Seattle when it comes to transit now. Seattle's in the top 20 cities of the worst traffic congestion in the entire world. So traffic is certainly a problem in the Seattle area. Additionally, it's in the top 10 cities of worst traffic congestion just here within the United States. Drivers in Seattle are delayed at an average of 55 hours per year. So most of this obviously we see during peak times, the morning commutes and the afternoon commutes at the end of the workday. But it's certainly a problem in Seattle. So we thought with this traffic congestion and already the foundation that they set with a current public transit system, Seattle would be a great fit for the Wire service. Just a little bit of demographic information into the kind of people that live in Seattle. So just a basic population count, just above 600,000 people in the metro. Racially, it's pretty divided. We've got 70% whites. African Americans make up 8% of the population. Asian Americans at about 14% and others at 3.6%. Seattle residents have a median household income of about $80,000 and a median age of about 35 years old. On average, Seattle sees about 213 rainy days per year. Therefore, public transportation is really a necessity. It's something that people need to stay dry in their morning commute. They need a way to get to work safely and dry. So The Wire would certainly solve a lot of problems on that front as well. So in creating this marketing campaign, we first needed to select a target market. We've chosen to target the young professionals of Seattle. And doing some additional research, average entry-level salary positions in Seattle or in the area are about $45,000. So that's kind of the financial makeup of our target demographic here. Additionally, we're looking at about 24 to 45-year-olds, both male and female. We've identified this target segment as the on-the-go working class. They're up early to get to work, they're moving all day, and then headed home in the evening. So definitely a busy group, and so there's certainly a need when they're on the go with their working class and busy working schedules. So when reaching these people in the social space, it's important to note exactly who and what age groups are using these different social media platforms. So Facebook is the most dominant within this target demographic, as 88% of 18 to 29-year-olds are on Facebook and 84% of 30 to 49-year-olds are on Facebook. So Facebook is certainly the leader when it comes to social media usage within our target demographic. Instagram is also very helpful. with 59% of 18 to 29-year-olds on Instagram, as well as 33% of 30 to 49-year-olds. You see the numbers kind of dip a little bit as we move further and farther. Snapchat, pretty high with among the 18 to 24-year-old demographic with 64%, but only 31% of 25 to 34-year-olds. Twitter, 36% for 18 to 29-year-olds and 23% to 30 to 49. And then lastly, LinkedIn, the more professional network, with 34% of 18 to 24-year-olds and 33% of 25 to 34-year-olds as well. So let's take a look a little bit into what The Wire is doing right now in terms of social media. Here you see a couple images of what The Wire has going for social media right now. As you can see, they're trying to begin promotions in the Austin area where they've begun. They've got a unique logo. It serves as their profile picture on both of their Facebook page on the left and then their Twitter page on the right. We want to continue to utilize this well-designed logo and use it to promote the new system within Seattle. We also want to be able to utilize #TheWire to kind of spread that message a little bit more and kind of build a community on a social following. But with the unique logo, we'd like to go ahead and continue to utilize the assets that they've done a good job creating to build that foundation. All right, so let's dive into the marketing plan here. We'd like to start by playing heavily on the shortcomings of other public transit alternatives. So as you can see, one thing that they really touched on in their presentation of The Wire, there was a big lack of personal space that you get on a bus or a subway. There's certainly not a lot of legroom, and if you're carrying things like a bike or some luggage, you're not going to get a whole lot of room. Additionally, if you're ordering a taxi or an Uber or anything like that, you're almost guaranteed to have a wait time. And with those 213 days of rain, that's certainly going to pose a problem. So with The Wire, we limit those wait times by having it being constantly moving. So that's another thing that The Wire really is able to solve. Lastly, there's an obligation to share space in shuttles. The Wire offers that personal plan, and the fact that it's constantly moving certainly solves that problem as well. You no longer have that need to have someone join you when they know that they've got their own ride just a mere matter of seconds away. So we want to be able to play heavily on these shortcomings and focus on how The Wire really is a step above the rest when it comes to these pitfalls of public transit. Additionally, we want to combat these alternatives and show how The Wire really steps above them and is able to meet the customer's unmet need. The ease of use is tremendous. It's super easy to go ahead and hop right on The Wire as it's coming on by and take it to wherever you need to go. Additionally, as I mentioned, it does have that constant run capability, so you never have to worry about missing it. It's always right there and it's constantly moving. And then lastly, it does have that personal space. It does offer a nice bit of space for you to stretch out, enjoy the ride, enjoy a nice ride with a view, but also have plenty of room for your personal belongings as well. As I mentioned a little bit before, Facebook's the social media site with the largest percentage of usage for our target market. So with this in mind, we want to utilize Facebook by creating interactive statuses that encourage users to share and like our posts in hopes of reaching out to more and more people. So we've created a few sample posts for you here. You'll see the top one here. Don't want to walk to work in the rain this morning? First 100 likes get a free ride on The Wire. So this kind of plays into the geographic benefit, obviously with all the weather concerns that we've addressed. Next, you see, tired of squeezing into a bus? Take the Wire gondola today to make your morning commute more spacious and enjoyable. So again, this one playing on the shortcomings of public transit with a lack of personal space. And then lastly, encouraging the spread of a message here by encouraging people to share. Share this post for a chance to win $100 in The Wire credits. Winners will be selected at random at 11 p.m. So next we'll talk a little bit about LinkedIn here. LinkedIn is a bit more of the professional social media platform, so to speak, so that fits pretty well with our young professional target market. However, as we mentioned, it kind of does have the fewest number of users, fewer users than the other social media platforms. But because we're targeting some young professionals, it certainly makes sense for us to have a LinkedIn presence as well. Therefore, we want to cater this message to the professional crowd. We want to focus on the ease of use in the morning commute. So we've added a couple sample posts here. Say goodbye to morning wait times and cram back seats. Relax, stretch out, and enjoy the commute with the Seattle skyline view. Ride #TheWire. Then on the right here as well, Seattle, your morning commute just got easier. Stop waiting on a taxi to work. Take your travels to skies with The Wire. And again, you see the use of the hashtag there that we've created. So again, this kind of plays a little bit more on the pitfalls of public transit, and it kind of showcases the benefits of The Wire that we provide as well. Cost for LinkedIn is about $2 per click-through, so that's kind of got some customizable budgets that we can work with when it comes to creating promoted posts and things like that. So next we'll move into Twitter. We've kind of identified two main objectives of a Twitter post, and that's to create brand awareness, number one, but then also to get potential customers actively involved in social media. So, for example, tweeting out to the Seattle commuter population, informing them that they no longer have to wait in line for public transportation and can avoid rain, all at the same time as informing the audience of The Wire's competitive advantage for public transportation. So as you see here with the post on the left, good morning, Seattle. Are you a commuter trying to stay out of the rain today? Hop on The Wire to avoid waiting in line. So kind of showing some advantages there. But then also offering a contest by enticing commuters to tweet in a picture of themselves from their private gondola to be entered to win a prize. This engages the audience and encourages them to share their experiences on The Wire. So as you see there with the post on the right. Hey Seattle commuters, tweet a photo of yourself up in the sky riding The Wire for a chance to win 50 free trips. The ultimate goal is to maximize The Wire's Twitter account to reach as many Seattle commuters as possible. So here we're really trying to focus on that community outreach. Alright, so next we'll move into Instagram. Instagram posts will increase the amount of visual content that The Wire has on social media sites. It also offers an easy on-the-go sharing platform for the company to utilize in order to promote their new transportation system within the city of Seattle. Instagram ads can also be shared within other forms of social media such as Facebook. Kind of allows for a multifunctional social media platform with the ability to share across networks with their partnership with Facebook and things like that, and also shareable on Twitter. So offers a bit of a multifunctional social media platform. Alright, now the images here are some images that we would use to align with our marketing campaign. You'll see that some of these were the images that we used within our promoted posts that we've built. These images kind of give the customers a basic idea of the gondola concept and how it works, especially with that picture there at the top right. But also using these as profile pictures or pictures for posts, it allows the user to understand the concept without doing too much research and having to do too much hard work into figuring out what exactly The Wire is, but also showcases the benefits. As you can see here, we've got the man loading in his bike, so it really showcases the personal space element. The beautiful Seattle skyline showcasing the nice view that you'll get just by riding The Wire. So it certainly showcases the benefits of using the service as well. So now we'll take a quick look into the budget, the $100,000 budget that we were provided with. So all social media ads will be targeted to commuters in the Seattle area. We're going to allocate a capped amount towards Facebook of $30,000. So because this is the biggest market of our target audience when it comes to a social space, we want to allocate more of our budget to this platform specifically. As you can see here, this is the $30,000 chunk is the largest of any of the other social platforms that we've used. At about 50 cents per click-through. This is certainly sufficient to reach the largest amount of users because we get 60,000 clicks with this pay-per-click advertising. Additionally, one thing that we wanted to touch on was obtaining a Snapchat geotag. This would really encourage the use of sharing or sharing a picture or something to showcase the experience of one riding The Wire here. So in order to obtain a Snapchat geotag with The Wire's logo, it would cost about $20,000 for 1 year. Now these geotags are allowed to cover 5 million square feet in order to reach the majority of downtown, so we would need to purchase 2 zones of geotag room for a cost of about $20,000 in total, but that would cover the downtown Seattle area. So again, this is really encouraging people to share their experience on The Wire. Maybe someone sees this on someone's story and thinks like, wow, that looks fun and a super efficient way to travel. Maybe I should check that out. So that's another thing that we wanted to really push as well, was the use of the Snapchat geotag on a basis of shareability. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn ads, all of those would be on a pretty similar basis to Facebook, and we would cap the ads per click. So with their respected amounts here. So as you can see here, Twitter sponsored posts would go with about 15,000 for 30,000 clicks, and then LinkedIn's posts with for another $15,000 for about 7,500 clicks there. They're a bit more pricey with their pricing strategy at $2 per click through. So again, the amounts we've chosen were based on the percentage of users within that target market audience that we discussed earlier in the slideshow, with Facebook making up the most dominant social media source for our target market. So to conclude, we want to cover one more time the goals of our campaign. Number one, and certainly most important, is to create brand awareness for The Wire in Seattle. Next, we want to be able to engage with our target audience on social media, and through the platforms that we've chosen, that's certainly doable. Lastly, we want to be able to increase traffic on all social media accounts through the formation of the Instagram account that we've talked about, as well as the LinkedIn, and then also further posts with Facebook, Twitter, and then the use of a Snapchat and their shareability functionality. And we really want to increase the traffic on our social media accounts, and we certainly think that that's doable. We believe that implementing this marketing plan is not only going to increase the brand awareness and gondola usage, but could certainly change the way the people in Seattle actually commute. So as we defined things like, the rain is a problem and all the congested traffic, this right here could revolutionize the way that people in Seattle actually commute to work both in the mornings and then in the evenings as well. So through this marketing campaign, it's certainly able to help get The Wire off of the ground and really moving in the Seattle metropolitan area. All right, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Again, we are Group 10. As you can see, we've listed some citations for any sources that we may have used for information in our presentation. Thank you for a great semester. Hope you have a great summer, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.